This Friday on You Plug.
Mac, please tell you pluggers, would you date a baby mama?
Hey, we are just avoiding baby daddy issues.
Understand the dynamics and how those dynamics will affect the relationship.
If she's gone around, then it means that she was not meant for me.
Space, once you have a child, you are deemed unholy.
I didn't sign up for that.
Even when they are going to negotiate for lobola,
Yeah.
they will say this one has a baby. How far are you planning to go with hiding a human being? An entire human being.
Because if you're saying the church is a hospital, why are you embarrassed by the people who are sick in the hospital?
In the hospital, there's no restoration.
It's like a way to restore that is by getting married.
Yeah. And they just decided, let's get married quickly. Yeah.
What about you? I know you are married, but you're always putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Responsible.
Don't be tsotis.
Baby Mama with Mac and Opes.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to You Plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in.
Sure.
My name is Mac. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the child of the Most High God. I'm a chosen generation of royal priesthood.
Come on.
A nation belonging to God to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of darkness into His wonderful light. And thank you for joining us today. We are excited as usual to have you.
Sure.
And I'm here with my friend.
Yes. Gi opa wa gara malekana ke mna re no msibidi wa gata fase wa shatro ga takase ke den ka mazulu ka mna tuturusa ke goblo betha batho mo re motho ko madi tshwane buda komu o tshware motho. And I am excited to be right here with you, friends. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for taking this time and just watching our content and supporting and interacting with our content. We really do appreciate that so much. So if you are in this space and it's for the first time, please do subscribe and turn on your post notification so that when we upload new content, you will be notified. And maybe even before we go into this thing, Meg, it's a date. The 29th is confirmed. You Plug live session is happening. And I think we have very, very limited space. Please just, if you see this thing, the chances are that this will be the last video we'll upload before the space is fully booked.
Selling out very fast.
Yeah, it's selling out very fast. So please do book your space. It's only 100 Rand. And we can't wait to see you and join and chill with you live and have these conversations with you.
Look, we're not going to say much. Look at the ad that's going to play just right now.
Oh yeah, sure.
You've seen their faces.
My name is Mac. I'm the head and not the
They've
tail.
shared their thoughts.
Dating is not marriage. If it does not work, leave.
You've heard their story. Now they get to see your faces. You get to share your thoughts. And you get to tell your story. You Plug Live featuring Mac, you, and Opes.
Thanks, Meg. Thanks for that. Let's go into it, Meg.
Sure.
I'm a baby mama, Meg. We have introduced this topic and we kind of made some general statements as it relates to that topic, but also kind of lay the foundation where we will build on as it relates to the topic. This is probably our last speaking about baby mama, but depending on what You Pluggers says, if You Pluggers want more, who are we to say no?
Yeah.
So,
this is content for the You Pluggers.
Yeah,
so
sure.
We are at your mercy. Let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think.
Keep those engagements coming. Yeah.
If you are here for the first time, just check our previous conversation. We have introduced it. Besikhuluma ngabo baby mama, and we want to make sure that we touch that space and you know me, man. Why do you act like you don't know me? You know me, it's my stuff, man. Yeah. So guys, we have already introduced the topic. I mean, we went out of our way to speak with ladies who some were married, some are not married, but they do have children, and we wanted to understand how's relationships going, how's Mjolo on their side. And it's hectic, it's hectic, church space and outside church it's quite hectic. So now we want to even bring it closer. I mean, we kind of made some general assertions as it relates to the topic, but now we want to speak even from what we have learned from our baby mama in that space.
Yeah, no, I've in terms of the relationship space, I was spoken to some guys.
Yeah, sure.
And checked in terms of, would you get into a relationship with a baby mama, you not having a child yourself, and they're like, hey, we are just avoiding baby daddy issues, or drama rather.
Yeah.
Baby daddy drama.
Yeah,
or
sure.
They feel like there's gonna be some competition, between.
Mac, let's bring it home, Mac. Let's not just go very
Why
far.
should it come home?
Yeah, it should come home because we are home.
No, let's go.
We are home. Mac, please speak to your pluggers, guys. I want to ask Mac. Mac said he's single in terms of not married.
Yeah.
He's single in terms of not married, but he has been around this space. So Mac, tell me now.
I don't like the sound of that.
Mac, please tell you pluggers, would you date a baby mama?
I will say this. In the past, and in the past that's not even too long ago, but not having thought about things so deeply. My immediate answer would be no.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
What have changed?
mainly because of that. My Christian upbringing has taught me, and I'm even embarrassed to say this.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm not pinning it on people, but I'm just saying the way that I was exposed.
Yeah, sure.
Baby mamas were seen to be people who are defiled,
Oh yeah, sure.
and I didn't want to associate myself with
Yeah, sure.
with that. Like we talked about last week,
Yeah, sure.
talking about how sexual sin is treated so differently
Yeah.
and put in the spotlight, and all of that.
Yeah,
so it was also a thing of saying, like I said last week, that I wanted to be the first one. Why is she? If she's gone around, then it means that she was not meant for me. That's how I also looked at it. But now, or let me say, I look at a person now. Who is this person? They're not a baby mama. A baby mama does not define who they are, because when we say baby mama, we're already attaching things to this person, and you're missing out on the person. So to cut the long story short, I would. I would, if it was somebody that I was interested in. It's somebody. I'm not negating the challenges.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not even say challenges, but the responsibilities that it comes with.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not negating that, but it's something that I'd be willing to work through if this is the person that I love deeply in the process of getting to know them, and that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And I feel you. Yeah,
what about you? I know you are married, but you always put me on the spot.
Yeah.
If Jessica came with a baby, if would you approach her?
So let me don't take it low. Let's keep it from there. I already get you. Yeah. Like you, no, that was not gonna be. If I looked at myself then, it wasn't gonna be even a consideration. It was even out of the picture because of how I was socialized and how I was trained. I mean, of course, I'm not putting the blames on people. There is some point in your life where you will say they, but there's space where I am at. I will not be saying they. It's me, because I have to take ownership. At this space, if she came with a child and I am at the space where I am at now in terms of growth, gladly. If I get to know her and we click and we, I feel we are in on the same path. Why not? But then, no, it was not even going to be a consideration at all. In fact,
Yeah.
Yeah, there, I don't think it was gonna be,
Yeah.
but because of growth and where I am at now,
Yeah.
I'm seeing things differently. I'm learning to understand people as people and not as other stuff that surrounds them. Even though those things play a role in terms of how they respond to certain things and how they receive and give love.
Sure.
But like you're saying, we need to get to know a person. Yeah. Let's go to
Before we go there,
Yeah, sure.
one
Sure.
person who commented did say, you know, it's okay even to have preferences, and we're not saying, at least I'm not saying this because I'm trying to be accommodating. It's really deeply within a conviction
Yeah,
that
sure.
that I hold. It's okay if you don't share the same sentiment.
Sure,
if you
sure,
say
yeah.
you prefer somebody who's not who does not have a baby,
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's okay. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
But it should not be founded on a very shallow
Sure.
reasoning.
Yeah.
I think we should go in deeper in terms
Sure.
of engaging all this. I mean, it's
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah.
We all have preferences, but
Yeah.
but all we are saying, I guess,
Sure.
all we are saying is at least get to know a person first. Don't try to at least get to know a person and understand them where they are at, and how much will this beautiful person involve the baby?
Yeah.
How much will this baby dictate the relationship and how it unfolds? Get to understand the dynamics there before you just I think Meg, are you fine with
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yeah, sure. I think what one of the few other things that people have mentioned, the ones that I've engaged with, is in a church space, once you have a child, you are deemed unholy, or whether unholy or unpure or whatever, but it's very far from holiness. You are sidelined in so many things. You are not. I mean, of course, we understand that churches works with processes, and because we have standards that we are upholding as a Christian community, as we learn from the Bible.
Sure.
And if someone violate or go against those things, it's important that we speak with them and let them realize that this is a challenge, but walk them through that. Don't just throw people, sideline people, and not. And my challenge is even still on the restoring part. That's not in the church or even outside the church. It's a challenge to navigate this issue. People are being sidelined because of this thing. So they say that they feel like the treatment that they're being given, even when this child is 5 years, the treatment is still. There's no restoration.
It's like a way to restore that is by getting married.
And to redeem redeem that situation is just to get.
That's
get
dangerous.
Married. Yeah, it is.
That's very dangerous, because now you are looking for somebody in order for you. You're looking for a savior, basically.
Yeah, sure.
To get you back on track.
Yeah.
And
we do that unawarely. Because of how we are socialized. I mean, we are people within the church. We are pastors in our own right. We are not bashing anyone. We're just saying if we can do better as a society, as members of the society, even as people of faith. We can do better. We can
need
navigate.
to lead and charge the cause in restoring humanity as a whole. Because I think one of the things that we also hold on to as a church is to look good, how society views us, because when one sins, it reflects badly on the society, on the church in the society.
Sure.
Because the church even gets those labels. This one got pregnant at that church.
Yeah, sure.
And you don't want to be a church that's associated with that. But again, you come to think that Jesus himself came and associated himself with a dirty world in order to redeem
with sinners. In fact, most of the times he will be accused of hanging around sinners, eating with them and teaching them and all of those things. And I mean that puts a lot of responsibility on us as people of the faith, but also as the society in general. I think we can do better, because remember, this is not only in the church space. Even when they are going to negotiate for lobola, they will say this one has a baby. In fact, and by saying this one has a baby, it means they have less value. So we are not going to pay more because they have.
Minus,
it's a minus. So not only as the church, but also as a society, we can do better, guys. We can become a better society and begin to unlearn certain things, because we can't place, whether a person has a child or not, we can never place a value upon a person. People belong to God, and we need to come to that sense where much as we need to instill discipline and teach to people to be responsible, we need to understand that they still belong to God.
Hey.
Yeah.
My friend, you're saying a mouthful, and I'm also thinking that I'm always reflecting back on the church, because I'm convinced and that we need to be leading and charting the
We
cause.
need to be the conscience of the society.
Because if you're saying the church is a hospital, why are you embarrassed by the people who are sick in the hospital?
In the hospital.
Is
that not why you exist? So I mean, we say a lot of stuff from both from church and even from the society. But I think the other thing, Mac, from the baby mama side, they say these guys they're running away from responsibility. They don't want to be responsible. They still like to because remember, when you come into this space, you find me with a child, you can't just phone me and say let's meet or let's do this, let's do what if I take the child to crash or child has activities and other stuff. We are not ready to man up to that space. I want to encourage and salute men who continue to marry women, ladies, even when they have children. That's not a child's play. That takes a person with responsibility, with courage, and for me, we need to commend that. We need to give that a big tick, because that, for me, that's an act of greatness.
And we also need to rebuke. I don't think it's fair to say that they're running away from responsibility when you've been hiding the child all along. And all of a sudden, boom. 2 months into the relationship, you bring the. I didn't sign up for that.
Sure.
So
that's
you
fair.
Can't say I'm being irresponsible.
Disclose these things. Put these things out.
But again, because of the labels that are given, how do you disclose when you know that you're not going to get what you want?
How far are you planning to go with hiding a human being? An entire human being. You can't hide an entire human. You might as well. That's what I'm saying. From our side, even from the. Also, even running away from the church, because so apart from the responsibility, one person said, as we are relating to this, Mac, that when she fell pregnant, she just decided to withdraw from the church. Maybe I think because of the experience that this is how you are going to treat it in the church, or you will be labeled and all of those things. Then they just decided to stay away from church, or just go to a church where nobody knows them. Just go and chill there. No one is going to judge them and stuff. Again, even on that space, it says a lot about us as the church if people who fall from grace run away from the church than going into the church for restoration. But also, that does not say when things like this do happen, you must run away from you must stay. Own up. Also stay. Unless if it's you are being abused and all of those things. But also you must be.
The other thing is that we have placed the unholiness on the baby itself, because the ladies know each other in church and they know that they are busy, but they're not falling pregnant. But nothing is done to them.
Nothing is happening.
So it seems like it's only when you get pregnant that. But again, you don't.
I agree. The other thing is, of course, we won't know where people go. In fact, I think one day, if God can just land in the church and just display a screen there of what we all do, you will see how pastors will run out of church and everyone. So unfortunately, we are not able to see those kind of things. We can only deal with what we see.
That's why I'm saying that with what we see, we need to bear in mind that the child has already come. It has already happened. We need to approach it in a way that is redeeming, in a way that will bring them back. And unfortunately, I'm not saying it will always be successful, because as a human being, you have your rights, and some will tell you where to get off,
Yeah, sure.
even in the process of trying to redeem them. But I think we hold the responsibility
Yeah, sure.
of making sure that this process is handled with care, bearing in mind that the human being, certainly there's
Yeah,
nothing
sure.
you can.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
take it from there.
Let's take it from there.
Yeah. You know, I feel like
Because there are issues that stem from how we deal with this.
Oh yeah, sure.
One of them being abortion, which is a reality.
That's big, and that's
and
a reality.
then again, we have sisters and brothers who are looking holy, according to the church standards.
Oh yeah, sure.
But the babies are gone.
The babies,
which I think is something that we need to look into.
You know, honestly, Meg, with all honesty, I've spoken with few sisters who have fallen pregnant, but the brothers are the ones who are sponsoring these abortions. It's them who gives money, because there's a lot of at stake.
Because holiness is not having a baby. That's holiness. So if you can if you can get rid of it, then you can keep your position, then you can keep your
integrity. Yeah.
You can still look like Brother Fire, Sister Fire.
Yes.
Which is a concern.
Yeah, a big one.
What are we saying about? It means that there's a certain kind of treatment that we give people who are holy, that we are afraid that we're going to lose.
Oh yeah, sure. That's deep, eh? Yeah. it's a serious challenge, Meg. And when we spoke before this recording, Meg, you have also mentioned the other issue, cohabitation. Yeah.
Fight and sit.
Yeah, because now this thing has already happened. The pregnancy has already happened, or so for the sake of the child, we are going to just go and stay together. I think this is a topic on its own, cohabitation. But I think part of that is the consequences of us failing to address this challenge. Then people just I've seen this is a challenge, Meg. I've seen some weddings happens very quick. Because people have fallen pregnant, whether this relationship was the thing or it was just a fling, it's one thing. But because they fell pregnant and they just decided, let's get married quickly again to protect the image. Let's just get married very quick, even though the marriage conversation was not anywhere closer.
Sure.
But and sometimes it's us who encourage them, the pastors, when they come to us and say this is a challenge. You say, hey, we need to get married. The reputation.
Sure.
Sometimes parents too. To protect their image as parents, especially those who are in the church, maybe some even outside, those who uphold certain position in the society, to say, hey, you will be a disgrace to us. So let's get this thing out of the way, and you get married, you will go and settle with this person. So do you see how far this whole thing can go? If we don't kill this fire, it will burn the whole bush.
Yeah. You pluggers, we would like to hear from you. Engage with us on all these things. What's the way forward? Are we raising concerns that are not even a concern? At the rate that we're going, and I think as followers of Jesus, I hold personally the issue of life, that life needs to be preserved, and if we as a church, if we are playing a role in the number of abortions that are being done, then we need to change.
We need to repent, not just change. You need to repent. So what are we saying about this thing, about this, as we conclude the aspect about baby mama? Next week we will visit about baby daddy.
Sure.
But this what are we saying? I think for me a take home, Mac, as it relates to this topic is especially hearing from the concerns of baby mama. I feel like I think what we need to do is get to know a person first.
Sure.
Before you write people off, before you think they're not the one for you because they have a child. I think get to engage them, see where they are at, and if it will really work.
Sure.
For me, if it's not gonna work, let it be because we have tried and we know
Sure.
it's not gonna work. I know someone else is just a turn off to say I'm not gonna engage there, but for me, I'm saying don't deprive yourself of a beautiful life because of the social constructs that we uphold so dear. And we're thinking of what will other people say. I've kept myself this way, now I get to marry the person this way. First, for me, if there's one thing that I want to bring across, is get to know a person first.
Sure.
Don't first judge a person because they have a child. Understand their dynamics and how those dynamics will affect the relationship, and then you can take it from there.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Well, a take home for me is on the issue of the church playing a better role.
Yeah, sure.
And because let's love our neighbors as we love ourselves.
Oh, yeah, sure.
The same thing that we preach.
Yeah, sure.
Treat each and every individual like as an image bearer of God,
Of
whether
God,
they
yeah,
have,
sure.
whether they are holy and whether they are unholy. Let us be the ones who will pave the way into bringing them closer to God.
No, I feel like
Even
that.
if it means us getting our hands messy or
sure.
dirty.
Yeah, sure.
So be it. So
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. No, thanks for that. I don't know. You plug us. What lessons are you drawing from these things? What are your inputs? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking as you hear us speaking? And also share with us your experience. What has been your experiences as it relates to these matters? We would love to hear from you and to learn from your experiences too. So yeah, I think we are fine, Meg.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot that we could say, but for now, remain plugged. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining.
Ciao.
Ciao. I think that
I want to do that part at the end. Since
This production was brought to you by Imago Dei Media.
Oh yes. You hit it live. If you come to You Plug Live, you will get to hear this in person. Maybe your name will also be said in this voice.